Hello again. This is part two of the greenhouse renovation, and in the first part we cleaned it up and we cleaned it out, and in this part I've come up with one or two ideas and we're going to be giving it a bit of a makeover. Alright, so I've been giving it some thought, and one of the things I've wanted for a while in the greenhouse is a little potting station right here, similar to the potting table that I've got in the side yard. But I also want some shelving, and what I'm thinking is that if I take some 2x4s, I've got a load of this scrap 2x4 which is old construction material. It's not the straightest of lumber, but it'll certainly do a good job for the shelving. And what I'm thinking is if I can attach about this high, that would be above my head. Now these daisy trays, this is the size that I use for pretty much everything, for plant pots and for cell packs and whatever, so it has to take this size. So I'm thinking if I use 3 of these, that'll allow for drainage too, and if I send it right the way across there. One of the problems is though that across here I don't have this structure, which, let me just show you. What I'm going to have to do there is take a piece of 2x4 and put under there so I can screw the 2x4s that come across to make the shelving to it. And then the next thing I'd want to do is I want to have a second row of shelving just here so I can put some more of these on. But if I've got a potting station here, I don't want these to come this way, because like, that's right in my face here while I'm trying to work. So what I'd have to do is put them this way, so we've got something like that, and that would enable me to get at least 3 trays across that way. I can get 7 going this way, so that'll give me a total of 10 trays. That might be enough. Next year I want to grow cucumbers in this part of the greenhouse. I did grow cucumbers in the greenhouse before. I know it's a little bit shady, but it turned out pretty well. But if I do need some extra shelving, what I can do is put some temporary shelving here earlier on, and then I can dismantle it and tuck it away underneath here, along with the winter tarp for the swimming pool, which I still want to keep just here. For now though, I think we should just get the shelving in that part of the greenhouse. Alright, that should not need a measurement. If in fact the greenhouse was level when we built it, this should automatically be level. And you know what? That is close enough for me. Okay, so that's got the first shelf in, and I did think I was going to have to put a bracket here, but that seems solid enough. They're going to hold. So I should be able to get 7 of these trays across here. Okay, good. So that's got the first part done. Okay, so before I put the second shelf in, I just wanted to kind of fit this just to see how the potting table's gonna look. I've made this, that's just over 3 feet. It's just whatever that gap was, and I've made it 2 feet so as we can fit one of these trays in there. I had wanted to put the plywood in place and then bring it in and fit it, but I don't think this bench is true, so I'll probably be better off by attaching this to the bench and the wall and then measuring up for the plywood. Okay, so that's got that. I've got the back bar in, which is attached to the frame of the greenhouse. Let's get this second shelf in. For the second shelf here, I'm just going to use these standard brackets. I think these have a load limit of £100 per pair. I'm not a big fan of them, but it should do the job. I'm not going to be jumping up and down on it. dokie, so that's got the second shelf in, so if I want I could put some more daisy trays up here, or I could even just put a bunch of plant pots and whatnot here. I mean, this is going to be a potting table right here. I'm beginning to like this. What's not to like? So that looks pretty solid. That's the frame of the potting bench. I need to get the plywood underneath and I need to measure that. I think, what are we talking here? So it's 41 1/4, so say 41 should do it. Remember 41, and this way, well, it's going to be 27, isn't it? 24 plus inch and a half times 2. So yeah, 27. I could make that 27, or maybe we'll just do 26 3/4. Let me write that down, else I will forget. 26 3/4. Now, what was that measurement again, the first one? 41, did we say? Is that what we said? 41? I think 41 will... Ooh. Okay, measure twice, cut once. We're going to go with 41 inches. There we have it, the potting table, and that's going to be really handy. In fact, come springtime, I don't think Mrs. Coleman's going to see much of me at all. Alright, so that's got the makeover part done. I'm going to get these tools out of here, clear it out, and start bringing some stuff back in, fill it up, and then we'll take a final look at it. Okay, so let's take a look then, shall we? It hasn't took me long to get one or two bits in here all ready to go. I have pulled in a temporary shelf here. I've been using it for watering, so maybe that can stick around for a while, but I still do want to grow some cucumbers down here. I'm just gonna have to work something out for that. And this main bench here, this comes into its own in winter time. A lot of the things, the more tender perennials, I bring in and just over winter on this bench. The top shelf is mainly going to be used for seedlings, and if I do need any more room, then I've always got the shelf below and I've got the bench, but I don't need a lot of room for seedlings because I do have the indoor grow area. And finally, having a undercover outside potting table, that's something I should have done years ago, and I think it's going to get a lot of use. Well, that's about it for the greenhouse makeover. Right now I think it's time for a beer. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below, and if you haven't subscribed, it only takes a second. Cheers.